hello. This is Malika. In this video, I am going to discuss about refraction through glass slab. So, how can you do this activity? Now, I will explain. And before going to that, please subscribe my channel. Now, I want to show the practical because when I'm explaining on board, somebody's they having some doubt. How can you see through that? How can it will come in a straight line? So they have some little bit doubt. That's why now I will show the practical, because of by the practical only easily we can get the concept. Okay.
Let us see what are the materials required for this activity. Glass slab, pencil, pins, scale and protractor. Now let us start. First take a glass slab and place middle of the paper and trace out the edges. So draw the edges of the glass slab. It is like a rectangle. Okay, now remove the glass slab. Now take a scale and draw one perpendicular line on one side of that rectangular. Actually, I forgot to mention ABCD. Okay, so this is we can call the normal, and where that side and this perpendicular line meet at a point is called point of incidence. Now take a protractor and coincide on the line. Now see the 10 is along the 90 degrees. So from 90 to 60, now we are taking 30 degrees. So the angle between the normal and this line should be 30 degrees. This line indicates the incident ray falling on the slab. Incident ray falling on the slab. And the angle between these two lines is called angle of incidence. I is angle of incidence. Now take a glass slab and placed on the paper, and exactly the glass slab placed in the shape of the rectangle. See once. Already we discussed materials required pins. So now take the 4 pins. In that first you can take the 2 pins and placed on the incident ray direction line. Already you saw that incident ray falling on the slab line. On that line we have to place the 2 pins. And after take another 2 pins. And see from the other side of the glass slab we have to fix the pins in a straight line. Now see through the glass slab clearly and fix the first pin. It should be in a straight to the 2 pins which are seen from the glass slab. One see from the side. Yes, now it is straight. Next take the another pin, that is also we have to fix in a straight line. Already one is fixed, no? See once. Exactly, it also should be in a straight to the remaining pins. Yes, it is completed. One see. Now the 4 pins are not in straight, but now coming. Yes, at this position the all pins in a straight line. Now we can see from the top of that. Yes, now remove the glass slab and remove the pins also. At the point of that we have to mark and take the another pin all, and now join these 2 points by using the scale. As where that line is coincide that side of the glass slab, at that point we have to draw the one perpendicular line. The angle between these two is also representing with I. that is called angle of emergence. Angle of emergence. Now see here, we have to join that two lines. Yes. Actually, the light enter into the denser, it bends towards the normal. From the denser to rarer, it bends away from the normal. Already you learned in the previous videos also. So here the rarer medium and denser mediums are there. Here we can extend the emergent ray with the dotted lines. So see here, this dotted line and incident ray both are parallel to each other. That means emergent ray and incident rays are parallel. The distance between these two lines, incident ray and emergent rays, that distance is called lateral shift. So this is the important bit. The distance between the parallel rays is called lateral shift. So in this activity we have to learn about that these two lines are parallel to each other, which lines, incident ray and emergent rays. And next coming to angle of incidence 30 actually we taken, and how much the angle of emergence we have to find it. Now take the protractor and placed on that line. So see perpendicular line exactly 90. Now from that 80, 70, 60. So here also we are getting the 30 degrees. 90 minus 60, how much? 30. So angle of incident is 30 degrees. So once again check it if it is 30 or not. Yes, 30. And angle of emergent also 30. That means final conclusion is the angle of incidence and angle of emergence are equal. So in this activity we can tell 2 points. One is that lateral shift. Second one is angle of incident and angle of emergence are equal. In this activity we taken the 30 degrees. Like that we have to repeat the activity by taking 45 degrees, 60 degrees. We can identify angle of incident and angle of emergent are equal. In next video I will explain the vertical shift, and don't miss it, and please subscribe my channel. Thank you.